So what I like about Reagan is Reagan appreciates like the little things in life. Like the other day he texted me that he had just done something really great, and he's like, "What have you done today?" And I was like, "Well, I had like 10 donut holes before dinner." And he was like, "Epic."
You know, I love so much about Reagan and Becca. It's probably really difficult to narrow it down, but I think just as people, they've impacted my life in their love for the Lord, their love for people, and the genuine way where you could be talking to him or to her, and they can make a person feel, I've seen this happen with me and just a ton of other people, they can make you feel like you're the only person in the room. They just have that ability.
Becca and Reagan. I'm not gonna cry.
It's like the Holy Spirit just going up into between your spleen and your stomach and going right on your heart. And oh, by the way, I think you're gonna need these.
I'm crying.
I'm not
So I
gonna
can do this.
cry.
Wait, what is this for?
I shall have
You
sniffs.
should just start.
Come on!
So Reagan and Becca, you guys have been just amazing leaders for the worship ministry, but above and beyond that, you've been wonderful friends. And I appreciate the laughter and the encouragement and the leadership. Sure gonna miss you guys, no doubt about it. We love you.
Above all else, Reagan and Becca, we are proud of you.
Fred and I have been blessed by the Washingtons several fold, many times both by Reagan and by Becca. Musically, in leadership, as friends, letting us watch their kiddos grow.
So how much of a blessing was the? So how much of? Shush. So how?
How much of a blessing?
Oh, future Daniel, don't cut this out.
The Washingtons have been probably one of the biggest blessings I've had in this church. He's just so caring, and he genuinely cares about what you have to say, about how your day is going, what's going on in your life, and just he asks and actually listens and cares. And he's there when you need him for any advice. He's given me plenty of advice in my time that I've known him, a lot of advice that has helped me through my relationship, getting married, mistakes that I've made, college, decisions in life, where I'm gonna go in my future, anything.
And I love how Reagan could take it from a moment where he's just joking and him hawing around and cracking jokes, and then to be able to turn the corner and really kind of bring you into a place where you're really thinking heavily about the Lord. So just love them both. Gonna miss them terribly, but know that God has big things in store for their whole family. And I think that Colorado is going to be blessed. Wherever God plants them, Colorado is going to be blessed, and that community is going to be impacted in a wonderful way.
But we just want to say thank you to Reagan and to Becca and the whole family for the many ways that you have impacted our lives over the last few years. We will miss you so much musically and just as friends and mentors and just in every possible way. Thank you so much for praying for us, for speaking into our lives in truth and in grace and in love, in ways that have really helped us grow individually and as a family. And the Tharps love you, and we are going to miss you tremendously.
Stay in touch.
Goodbye, Molly.
Bye.
You didn't need it.
You did it! You guys have pushed me and my family a lot to do some awesome stuff. You've been with us through a lot of difficult times. And we really appreciate that. I don't have words that I can say. But I know you know how thankful we are for the praying you've done for our family. And Grace is always thankful for her best friend, Joyful, right? Yeah. We just want you to know that we're very thankful for you, and you have blessed our lives. And not only am I gonna cry when you leave, so are all of our children, especially our teenager who has really grown close to Reagan and has probably really changed his life. but no. So thank you.
We're gonna miss you guys, but this is not goodbye. We're gonna bring a bus down and probably invade your space one of these days. Love you guys. Thank you, thank you. Many blessings. You will do wonderfully in Colorado. Love you.
He's just been a really good influence, a good father influence in me. I have a dad, but he's not a Christian, so I could never go to him for advice that wouldn't be worldly advice. Is more secular and just do whatever you want any way you could get it that way. But if I came to Reagan about it, it was a more Christian approach to things that would have a better outcome. And it would be harder to do things during the process, but to finish it it'd be better. It's a better outcome. And he was just a great Christian man support in my life. And yeah. I don't know how to finish.
You're good.
Hey.
I think one of the things I'm gonna miss about the Washingtons is really how much they've been a blessing to me. I don't know if you guys know this, but every once in a while I'll take my headphones off, especially during Death Was Arrested, just listening to the congregation sing with you guys, and it always feels really, really overwhelming every time I do that. Not because you're screaming the word of God into my ears, but because it's really touching. Every time I manage to hang out with you guys or do something with you guys, it always ends up blessing me somehow in some sort of way, and it really gonna miss it.
You are leaving when we finally can all understand what Joyful is saying.
Hi, my name is Dana. I had the privilege of getting to know the Washingtons for 1 year. 1 year. If you want to know how long it takes to make a difference in someone's life, you can do it 1 year. I'm so grateful to have met them. When we got to know them, sometimes I think I felt like I had little back to offer. But what I think is great about the Washingtons is that they put into people. And if that's the greatest way to get to know people, is to just take time to spend with them and put into them, and to be real. And it meant a difference to my family, and it meant a world to me to see such genuinity and people who are willing to just take you right where you're at and love you for who you are. So thank you, Washingtons, for making a difference in our life.
We
love the
Washingtons, and here's why.
So this summer I got the chance to be intern underneath Reagan, and he really mentored me and showed me what it was like to lead worship from a place of humility and also fun. And then also he taught us how to sing into a cake pop, so that was awesome.
I really love Reagan and all the Washingtons because they were a big part of our small group a few years back, and they just made a big impact. Reagan and them both leading, and I also love watching Reagan just worship and sing his heart out up on stage every single Sunday. It's such a blessing to see him truly worship, and all those little messages that he brings right before the sermon are also super impactful.
Everywhere they go, they radiate joy and God's love, and it's just awesome to be around them. And getting to know Reagan the past couple years at CIY, and how he's hung out with the youth ministry, it's been awesome to see how he ministers to the kids and really relates to them. He's able to have fun and be goofy and fall in the middle of chapel, but then he also teaches us amazing things that's just life-changing, and it's been really, really awesome getting to know them.
We love you.
We love you guys.
Reagan and Becca, thank you so much for your ministry here at Gateway. You have blessed so many people in ways that you will never ever understand or know until we get to heaven. And we look forward to hearing reports of the many blessings you're going to be sharing with all the wonderful people in Colorado coming up. And we just wish you the best, and thank you for your time here.
I just want to say thank you for all the times that you've spent with the adults as well as the music ministry, and I really appreciate the CIY trip this summer that we went on, and we can't wait to hear all about everything that goes on in Colorado. Here's to you, Reagan. I got snacks in my bag, snacks in my bag.
Hey, Reagan and Becca, just wanted to tell you and your family how much we appreciate everything you've done while you're here at Gateway. We can't believe the time has come for you guys to leave, but our prayers go with you, and we wish you all the best. We'll miss you so much. Thanks for everything you've done.
The Washingtons have been a huge blessing to us. They've walked through our marriage with us in the last year and a half, and they've also walked through, I guess, our infertility with us, watched us struggle for 3 years not trying to have a baby, and they prayed with us every day, prayed with us and for us, and
the Washingtons have been a real blessing for me and my family, because without Reagan being here, I probably wouldn't be able to do all the fun, creative things I do. And he's really been a mentor to me, and just someone that helps keep me going.
Yeah, we love you guys, and we're gonna really miss you.
We love you guys.
No, okay.
Reagan is kind of like the big brother that I've never had. We have a great friendship, and I'm going to miss that a lot. But as a pastor, as our worship pastor, I feel like Reagan has really taught us how to worship again as a church. And I am so thankful for that. And within my own life, I'm so thankful that Reagan has encouraged me and encouraged us to just free our hearts and lift our hands to the Lord and just surrender ourselves to hear from God. And I'm incredibly grateful for that as well. Anyone who has spent time with Becca at a retreat or just going out for dinner or coffee has become familiar with what we all now call the Becca effect. You will be staying up hours and hours and hours past your bedtime, and you'll regret it so much the next day because you're so tired, but then at the same time you don't regret it at all because Becca filled your night with wonderful insights and conversation, and I appreciate that so much.
Becca and Reagan, thank you so much for your hearts for the people of Gateway. Thank you for pouring into us and just loving on us in ways that so many people just will not understand. The many nights that you have spent encouraging people and discipling leaders, it is just so appreciated, and I pray that we will be able to continue to take the lessons that you have been able to instill in us and love on other people. We know that you're going to be so successful in whatever the Lord calls you in this next chapter, and we're so excited for this new journey that you're on, but we will desperately miss you, and we love you so much.
Reagan, you're killing me.